Well, welcome to Spiritual Foundations for Life. There is no more important issue to understand than the issue of faith. Faith is the way by which we live for God and relate to God. We are saved by faith according to Ephesians chapter 2 verses 8 and 9. We also live by faith according to 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 7. And Hebrews chapter 11 verse 6 says, "And without faith it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who earnestly seek him." In reality, everyone, whether a believer or an unbeliever, lives by faith because faith is the operating principle for all of life. The only difference between Christian faith and non-Christian faith is the object of our faith. See, the real issue is whether we believe or we do not believe. The real issue is in what do we believe or in whom do we believe? Or said another way, in what or in whom do we put our faith? Consider how we drive a car. When we come to an intersection and we see a green light, we will likely drive through the intersection without stopping. Well, why? Well, even though we can't see the color of the light facing the other direction, we believe that it is red. We believe and we have faith that it is red. And we also believe we have faith that the drivers of the cars coming from the opposite direction have seen the red light, and so they will stop for us. We have faith that they will stop. See, that is demonstrating an awful lot of faith in a mechanical device and in people. How would we approach the intersection if we did not have such faith in the traffic lights and in the other drivers? Hope is the parent of faith. See, the biblical idea of hope is not wishful thinking. Rather, the biblical idea of hope is that hope is the present assurance of some future good. People don't proceed by faith if they have no hope. Suppose we want to catch a bus. We walk up to the bus in faith, hoping that the bus will be on time and that the schedule is correct. If the bus doesn't come or if the schedule is wrong, our hope is shattered and we lose our faith in the public transportation system. If we never had any hope of catching the bus, we would not have proceeded by faith. So hope is necessary for faith. Hebrews chapter 11 verse 1 says, "Now faith is confidence in what we hope for, and assurance about what we do not see." See, we drive with confident assurance through the intersection with the hope that drivers coming from the opposite direction or the other direction will see and stop for the red light. We drink a soft drink out of a can, even when we can't see the contents in the can, because we believe that the manufacturer is delivering a safe product to us. In general, the public demonstrates an awful lot of faith in the government and in private industry, even though neither is perfect. As Christians, the God of all hope is the object of our faith. The record of faithful people in Hebrews chapter 11 is a testimony of God's faithfulness. They had great faith because they trusted in a great God. They chose to believe God and live accordingly, even though it meant extreme hardship. According to Hebrews chapter 11 verse 7, by faith Noah built an ark, even though there was no body of water on which the ark could float. According to Hebrews chapter 11 verses 17 to 19, by faith Abraham was willing to sacrifice his son because he believed that God could raise Isaac from the dead. See, these heroes of faith believed the promises of God, even though they never received what was promised in their lifetime, because they look forward to a greater eternal reward, according to Hebrews chapter 11, verses 13 to 16 and verses 39 to 40. So faith is the way by which we live and relate to God, and hope is necessary in order to have faith. Our key point is that faith is the operating principle of life because everyone lives by faith in something or someone. And our key verse is Hebrews chapter 11 verse 6, without faith it is impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who earnestly seek him. See you tomorrow for another episode of Spiritual Foundations for Life, and we learn more about faith. God bless you.